a TFWire.com video review.
Hey, this is Matrix Prime with TFWire.com with my video review of classic Starscream. As you can see, the figure is in its jet mode here, and we'll kick off the review by first talking about the color scheme here. And in this mode is primarily made up of three different colors. We'll start with the gray, which pretty much makes up the majority of the figure here. As you can see, we have gray, which originates here on the nose, and then continues on to the area here behind the cockpit, then onto the main body of the jet, and then all the way to the rear thrusters here. Next up, we have red. And if we look at the side here, we have some red appearing up here on the underside and to the rear of the cockpit area. If we look at the wings, we have some more red here appearing on the outline of the wings here. And then we also have another red paint application just to the inside of that. If we look at the rear wings, they pretty much mimic the main wings here. And if we look at the tail fins, the front edge here is painted red along with the upper portion of the tail fin. And if we look on the inside of the left fin here, you'll see that the paint application is the exact same. Next up, we have blue. If we look at the nose here, the nose is painted blue, and it's also kind of flexible. It's made of that little flexible plastic. If we look on the side here, we have some blue here, as well as on the underside of the jet here. And we also have some blue, which originates here along next to the cockpit here, and continues all the way down and between the two thrusters. That's pretty much it for the color scheme. If we look at the cockpit, that is made of a translucent yellowish orange type of plastic. And if you look inside there, you can see a silver colored cockpit. Let's turn the figure upside down here. If we look at the underside, you'll see that we have a lot more red here as well as blue. And we also have another color here, which is a yellowish gold color, which, as you can see, is here and here, as well as up here next to the nose itself. So that's pretty much it for all the colors. Let me set the figure back down here. One thing I want to comment on is the lack of landing gear. As you can see, the figure sits pretty level on its own. If we look at the underside again, you'll see that there is no landing gear on the nose here to extend, and there's also no wheels on the underside here on the rear section. Those would have been kind of nice just for the nice added detail, but it's really not needed. Now the figure does come with two spring-loaded guns, which you can see here and here. And if we turn the figure back like so you can see the underside here, we look on each wing, you'll see that there's two holes here. Well, if we look at the gun, each gun has a blue peg, and you simply insert that peg into the underside of the wing like so. Do it to the other side here. And Starscream now has two missile launchers. And if you push the lever here, you will see they do in fact fire. Okay, so let's get those out of the way, and let me show you the transformation to robot mode now. Okay, first we'll start by flipping the wings up and out of the way here, like so. Next we'll grab the our rear portion of the jet, which will become the legs, pull it down like so, and separate them. Next we'll take the tail fins here, flip those up like so, and take the rear fin and fold it up like so. We'll do that to the right side here as well. And we'll take these blue panels here and flip them down. Those will become the feet. Okay, next we'll take the nose section here and lift this entire piece up like so. We'll actually rotate the nose around like so. And let me get the wing out of the way here. We'll take the arms and fold those out to the side of the body, like so. Next we'll take the nose and we'll actually fold it down in there like so. It's probably kind of hard to see in the video, but there's a hinge right here, and you simply fold it down into the body like so. Next we'll take the nose here, separate it like so, fold that down, fold this piece back into the chest like so. Go ahead and rotate that nose down further, pull the legs back up here, rotate the wings back and out of the way, and the last thing we have to do here is pull out the hands, which helps. It makes it a lot easier if you actually have nails, unlike myself, so I kind of struggle with this. Alright, there's the left one, the right one here, there. Get the figure situated, and we now have Starscream in robot mode. As for articulation, well, the head can move, but just ever so slightly to the left and to the right. And to do that, you can grab the head and physically move it, or you can grab the nose piece here and simply rotate it. But the movement is limited due to the fact that the nose piece is still connected to the head. As for the arms, they can move in and out from the body. They can move up and down, but the backwards or the down motion is of course limited by the wings here. And you can move those out of the way, but as you can see, that limits the downward movement even further. So they can pretty much go up and to the side of the figure. The arms can also bend at the elbow, as you can see here. As for the legs, they can move in and out from the body. They can move forward, and they can't really move backward much further than this, because again, the back section of the figure gets in the way here. And the legs can also bend at the knee. And they can also rotate at the knee. So that's pretty much it as far as articulation goes. Now the figure does have the two guns from jet mode here. And they can of course be placed in either hand if you want the figure to have a gun. But how often did you see Starscream have a gun like that? Well, instead, if we look up here on each shoulder here, there's a hole on each side of the shoulder, and you can simply place the missile launcher in there so that they act as a null ray, like so, giving it that classic Starscream look and feel. As for the color scheme, well, the color scheme is pretty much the same as from the jet mode. We have your red, we have your blue, and your gray, of course. And as I showed you in the jet mode, on the underside here, we have your yellowish gold, which appears here on the knees, and also up here on the shoulder panels. Now the head is painted black. The face does have some detail to it, but you can't quite see it all that well because of the gray colored plastic. And I'm not sure if you can see this in the video or not, but the eyes are actually painted red. How do I like the figure? Well, it's without a doubt one of the best Starscream figures that I own. In fact, it's probably the best one that I own. The only change I would like to see to the figure, and yes, it actually does stand up on its own, though I'm having trouble at the moment. The only change I would like to see to the figure would be the inclusion of the Decepticon symbols on each wing. Unfortunately, those are missing. We do have the rub symbol on the left wing here, but it would have been nice to see the purple Decepticon symbols on each wing. The only other thing that I really have an issue with is the red color. It's not really all that red. It's more of a red with an orange tint to it. I would have liked to have seen more classic red color. But hey, I really enjoy the figure. Both modes are fantastic. Lots of great articulation in the robot mode. Overall, I give the figure probably a 9.5 out of 10.